Happy Easter Monday, and welcome to episode number 50, finally, of Official Rules, a sweepstakes podcast. I am your host, Jay Victor. What is new and exciting? Well, with me, not much of anything. I've had a extremely hard time trying to get motivated, trying to come up with some content, and trying to find some exciting sweepstakes or sweepstakes news to talk about. But like what I've heard from most people, it's been a slow go to the beginning of the year. But no matter, you are joining me for at least this recording on Monday, April 6th, the Monday, Easter Monday, after Easter Sunday. I hope you and yours are doing well if you celebrate, and if not, hope you had a nice weekend at least. What's been going on? Well, to start with, I was supposed to do an episode last month. Again, not much in the way of getting motivated or coming up with just something to talk about because, in my opinion, there hasn't been too much going on. There have been a couple of wins since my last recording. One, a 6-month car wash pass that I attached to my wife's car, which was awesome. A $500 Visa gift card from Finish Detergent, which was awesome. A prize that may seem small, but I appreciate more and more, especially with the summer coming up. Dasani is still running a giveaway to win like an indoor or outdoor TV or theater setup. But I won a bucket hat from them, which I haven't worn a bucket hat since high school. But for going out to the beach and getting full coverage on my chrome dome, I can certainly appreciate a good bucket hat. This one fits wonderfully and has great coverage, so I'm very thankful for that. I did win a $200 gift card from Bud Light from a sweepstakes that they had all the way back during the Super Bowl. And most recently, a surprise in the mail, a $100 Visa Rewards gift card from DirecTV for a sweepstakes I never even received a notification for, but that was certainly nice to win that one. And that DirecTV one came in April. The Bud Light one came in March. So the wins have been kind of, obviously, much slower than last year. I would hope I would, but I don't think I'll ever have a year like I did last year. But they come in here and there. I've cut back on the amount I do on a daily basis just because I still do my sweepstakes every day, but they're kind of taking a backseat. And I was very selective last year on the sweepstakes that I was entering, and I'm going to continue to do so this year as well. However, speaking of last year and something that I don't recall if I reported it on one of the podcasts, but this actually came up during a wonderful in-person sweepstakes meeting that I have with my wonderful friends in Massachusetts. That we typically meet in person every 6 months. Luckily enough, at this last meeting, we're going to throw another one in there because we were missing some of our fine folks from the meeting. So we're going to do another one. We said in 3 months, which by this recording, it'll be 2 months now. So I can't wait for that next one. But one of the people who was at the meeting and listened to my podcast, they brought up a very good point, and I mentioned it once, that last year I was continuing to do sweepstakes all by hand, typing everything out. I don't use RoboForm at all. I never have before. Any autofill stuff that I use was typically from Chrome, and Chrome doesn't have the best autofill. And in some cases, with current sweepstakes, it's even blocked where you're forced to type something in. But I stopped using it for a year because I just wanted to see if my wins would increase. And to be honest, I didn't notice, I take out the huge wins that I got because those really had nothing to do with autofill. Those were more or less based on receipts being scanned and sent in. So if I take those out and compare it to the year before, really wasn't a huge difference in the amount of wins. So I can't say that autofill, at least the Chrome autofill, which is the one that I use, would hinder any winning or anything of that nature. Now, I've recently heard a lot of people have been going to a Gmail address because sometimes supposedly Yahoo gets blocked. That's unfortunately not something that I'm willing to jump into. I'm just too used to using a Yahoo email, and I don't really want to set one up for Gmail, but who knows in the future, anything can happen. And, if the amount of wins I get start going down the drain, maybe I will attempt to do a new email in the future, but not much for now. So I can report that I'll probably be going back to, I have been going back to using Chrome autofill and getting my sweepstakes done much, much quicker, since I have to be up very early in the morning and time is of the essence when I am getting up so early. So, being very selective as of late, winning here and there. My streak still goes back all the way till I think it's 2022 at this point. I've won not everything. I've won something, I should say, every month since June of 2022. So nice little streak going. And the streak continues because I won something on the 2nd of this month, April 2026. So here's to continuing the tradition of winning something, even a little something, every month. I mentioned previously that I met with my in-person group. Now, if you don't belong to a sweepstakes group, if you don't have friends that partake in sweeping and you're looking to meet with like-minded people, there's tons of great places that you can find groups. If you belong to iwincontest.com, their Discord has a great page where you can find a sweepstakes club, hopefully in your area. That's where I actually found my folks in Massachusetts that I meet with on a somewhat regular basis. And in New England, there's a couple options here and there, but if you get into some of the big metropolitan areas, there's some huge sweepstakes groups. You can look on iWin Contests. You could check out Carolyn Willman's website for Contest Queen, because she has a great list of groups that meet. And if you feel like you're kind of alone in the sweepstakes world and, don't have anyone to talk to about the hobby, and it's nice to, get together with people, whether it's in person or even online. There's a ton of great online groups. One in particular that I meet with on a weekly basis on Sundays. So there's someone out there for you if you're looking to talk to somebody about sweepstakes, or if you want to chat with me, shoot me an email, sweepstakespodcast@gmail.com. Always love to hear from folks who listen to the podcast and have interesting things to talk about when it comes to sweeping. So cheers to my friends in the Massachusetts Sweepers group. It's always so fun to get together and shoot the breeze about stuff that we've won, different ways to win. And they were also nice enough to invite me out to a, let's say, after party at Longhorn Steakhouse, which I hadn't been to forever. So got to go out to about a 15-minute drive to another town over to this huge, it looked like 4 outdoor malls on one campus. It was giant. I would go back there just to go shopping at one point which it is about an hour and some change away, but holy cow, they got a shopping mecca over there as well. So it's nice to meet with my folks. I look forward to meeting with everybody very soon within the next couple of 2 months when our next meeting comes up. And what else do we have here before we get into any lists? One thing that I noticed yesterday, and I was doom scrolling on Facebook, and I came across a sweepstakes page. And someone was excited that they won a trip. This happened to be something along the lines of like a safari hunting trip. And I get it. If you're not a hunter or you're not into those kind of things, killing an animal with a weapon, I totally get it. It's not for everyone. But holy cow, did this person get blasted when they put that they won a hunting trip. I definitely see that there are a lot of people out there that are not big fans of hunting, and I get that. But holy cow, did that person get ripped on. I think it was exciting for them. They seemed excited to have won the prize, but the air definitely got let out of their balloon when people made their feelings known about that. I get it. It's not for everyone, but I just thought it was, I usually see like a lot of group positivity on sweepstakes sites when someone wins, congratulations and everything. I get it. If you're not into hunting, not everybody goes out there and shoots an animal for food or for sport. But yeah, definitely some vitriol out there when it came to winning a hunting trip. So note to self, don't win a hunting trip and post about it online. It's not a trip I would take anyway. But yeah, I found it interesting for the first time in a long time that I've been doing sweepstakes. Not to say I haven't run into any negativity before. There's always going to be that kind of off chance of maybe the one rotten apple spoiling the bunch, but there was definitely a huge divide when it came to that topic, and I saw that there were a lot of people passionate about the not hunting side, and then the other side was like, hey, congratulations, you won something. So it was a very interesting thing to see that I didn't think I'd run into that in the sweepstakes world. If you know which post in particular I'm talking about, you can remain anonymous, but I would love to know your thoughts. sweepstakespodcast@gmail.com. Now, I don't think this is quite a top 10 list, but I came up with a bunch of stuff. I'm just for this week, I'm going to call it the list. It's definitely more than 5, might be slightly more than 10, but there's a couple of things I want to talk about, and one that was ending so soon. I came up with the list yesterday. One of them is already expired. It expired yesterday on the 5th, but I wanted to talk about it because it's a sweep that's like right up my alley. So we'll call this maybe honorable mention. So the Sport Card Expo Edmonton, they have a Connor McDavid autograph print giveaway. Now, for those of you who don't know, or who don't follow hockey, Connor McDavid arguably is the best player playing right now, the best player of his generation. And can we say arguably the best Edmonton Oiler since Wayne Gretzky? If anyone would like to argue that point, again, you got my email, sweepstakespodcast@gmail.com. I think it's pretty fair to say since Wayne Gretzky. Side note, I don't think there will ever be another player as good as Gretzky. I know there's people out there who will say Mario Lemieux and Bobby Orr. That's a conversation we'll have for another day. But the Sports Card Expo in Edmonton had a giveaway. They were offering the winner a chance to receive a premium collectible signed by Connor McDavid, and what they came up with looks like it's listed as the Connor McDavid autographed rookie card print. So, hockey cards are small. This one is listed as 18 inches by 24 inches. So like blown up, and it's authenticated by Upper Deck. So this is like a real deal sports collectible for people who collect sporting memorabilia. They have it listed, the total retail value at $2,500. If it's like a one-of-a-kind print, that seems pretty fair to me. I didn't like the odds. They have it listed as open worldwide. Minors require permission from parents or legal guardian. And by the way, the entire list today brought to you by the fine folks at Ultra Contest, ultracontest.com, from where I procure my list. A great free site. If you're just getting into sweeping or not sure how to organize, they have a slight paywall feature as well. If you're not great at organizing, and you can rate the sweepstakes, you could add them to your favorites. They'll tell you once you've reached your maximum entries. For instance, this one is a single entry sweep, so you can enter once, but they also had a referral system as well. So it's a Gleam-based sweep, again, that ended yesterday. But the print itself, if it looks like the card that is shown, which is like a rookie patch card, and it's signed by Connor McDavid, I mean, this thing is absolutely stunning, and I have a place right in my office where I do the podcast, right on my wall, that I would put this thing, because this, if you watch hockey, this guy's skill set is, I'm not going to say unmatched, because there's a lot of guys coming up, but holy cow, this guy is one hell of a hockey player. So more or less an honorable mention. Don't bother looking it up. It ended yesterday. I was going to do the podcast yesterday, but we had some time restraints, and I had to get ready to do some other stuff today. So you didn't make it, but I just wanted to shout out the Sport Card Expo in Edmonton for offering up such a fantastic prize, and congratulations to whoever wins it. Coming up next, the 2026 Oreo Land Mass Sweepstakes. They're going to have two grand prize winners, $1,000 awarded via check by our friends at Mondelez Global LLC. This is offered to legal residents of the U.S. and D.C., age of majority in respective states. Start date was April 1st. This ends on April 29th. It is a one and done, very easy, two grand prize winners, $1,000 each. Everybody, good luck, whoever enters that. I will have these noted in the notes of the podcast, of course. And I will definitely have to remember to move my YouTube video from private to public, which I happen to miss almost every time. And I checked the last time right after I uploaded an episode, it said public. I said, we're good to go. And then I think it was Cheryl from my sweepstakes group said, hey, your YouTube thing may be set to private, or I didn't see the episode. So we'll make sure that gets done. Coming up next, New Belgium, the 2026 National Bike Giveaway, presented by New Belgium Brewing Company. You're going to win a bicycle. There's going to be 10 grand prize winners, and you're going to win a bike. A bike's retail value, look at that, $599. You're a day. You're a year late to have such a wonderful prize. $1 short of $600. Oh well, we could go all the way up to $2,000 now. This is open to legal residents of the United States and DC, ages 21 and older. This is running from April 1st all the way till September 30th. And it is a one and done. So get your entry in. If you need a bike, go ahead and do that. I think my buddy Corey, who lives by the shore, could actually use a new beach bike, so I might just hand that over to him if I happen to win. Coming up next, the Cinch Pizza Oven Sweepstakes. You're going to win a high-quality outdoor pizza oven, no purchase necessary. This is another one and done, so they are giving away one grand prize. It's an Unicoda 2 pizza oven, retail value of $500, brought to you by the Amerigas Propane Company. Open to legal residents of the contiguous United States and DC, ages 18 and older. This one actually started on the 17th of March. It is concluding on April 16th. Again, a one and done, very easy to enter. Who wouldn't want to make pizzas in their own outdoor oven? Go ahead and enter that one. Now, this next one, and I'm not a big traveler, but I love when I see these cruises, especially when I see the name Viking. And we're not talking like a short sojourn. We're talking about an 8-day 2027 Journey Sweepstakes. One grand prize winner is going to win an 8-day cruise experience for two, which will be you and a guest, including airfare on a river, an ocean, an expedition, or a Mississippi itinerary. They're going to include round trip airfare and double occupancy cabin. Holy cow, if I could talk. And this is through Viking River Cruises. Total ARV, $26,988. They must pull out all the stops when it comes to this thing. This is another one and done. This started on April 1st. It'll be concluding on June 30th. And this is open to legal residents of the United States, excluding our friends in Puerto Rico. It does include Canada, but it also excludes our friends in Quebec, unfortunately. Ages 21 or older, please. If you are a cruiser, Mr. Bill Jensen, I'm looking at you. Go ahead and enter this one, and good luck to everybody who enters it. If Viking has a cruise that leaves port in Boston and goes through like New England and Canada, I would probably do that myself. Coming up next, do you want a year supply of Steakums? Yes, please. Steakum National Philly Cheese Steak Day Giveaway. I'm not having luck talking today, I'll tell you that much. They're going to award 24 grand prize winners a 1-year supply of Steakum 100% beef sandwich steaks in coupons. Total value, $338. Overall retail value for all of them, $8,105. Brought to you by Quaker Made Meats, Inc. Open to legal residents of the United States and D.C. ages 18 and older. This one started back on March 24th. This is ending soon on April 13th. And guess what? It's another one and done. Get your Steakums and get them on the grill and then send me a sandwich because I'm starving. Next, the lowly New York Jets. Oh boy, hopefully they have a better season this year. I can't talk. I'm a Raiders fan. We're both pretty much garbage, and they just took our QB, Geno Smith, for a second go-round, no less. We had him, couldn't do a damn thing with him, and now he's returning to the team who drafted him and couldn't do a thing with him either. So hopefully better luck next go-around. The Jets are teaming up with Dunkin' for a trip to the draft sweepstakes. They're going to have one grand prize winner, travel and gift card prize package. They're going to include a 3-night trip for two, winner and one guest, to attend the first round of the 2026 NFL Draft in Pittsburgh, PA. They're going to include round-trip coach airfare from a major airport, standard hotel accommodations, 3 nights, double occupancy, 2 event tickets, and ground transportation. That might be a bucket list thing, because if I never make it to the Super Bowl again, even though I won and had to decline it before, I wouldn't mind going to see the NFL draft in person. So you're going to get the trip to the NFL draft. You're also going to get a $598 Dunkin' gift card. Total price package worth $5,098, brought to you by New York Jets LLC. Legal residents of the United States and D.C., age of majority, of course. This one started on March 16th. And oopsie, looks like it ended yesterday. Wow, don't I look silly? So let's disregard it. I hope you already entered this one, and I'm not going to go back and edit this episode because guess what? I really don't have those kind of editing skills, but hopefully you entered and hopefully you win. It was a one and done entry. Moving right along, the San Antonio, I'm going to run into another one. I know it. The San Antonio Wines Bring the Game Home sweepstakes. They're going to have one grand prize winner. You're going to get a grocery shopping spree, a 25-inch television, and 1 year Peacock subscription. Oh, God. I'm sorry, I've had to yawn for probably the last half hour, and you got me there on tape. Oh, well. $500 grocery shopping spree, 65-inch TV, 1 year to Peacock. Total value, $1,500. This one is a little complicated, not for entry-wise, but it's a one and done, so one entry. Start date April 1st until May 31st. Legal residents of the following. So, I didn't get in here, but because my state's not in here, but there's enough states where I think it's worthwhile for everybody to know. So we're listing, let's see, and I hope I get these states right. This is going to be Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Delaware, D.C., Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Nevada, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Washington, and Wisconsin, ages 21 or older. If you heard your state, go ahead and enter this one. You'll get a chance, and guess what? It's not expired, so you have time to enter. Good luck to you. Coming up next, the Barefoots. Here Comes the Fun sweepstakes. One grand prize winner, a $5,000 Visa gift card. The prize will be mailed to the verified winner after completion of the required affidavit and eligibility verification. You're responsible, obviously, for all federal, state, and local taxes. Very easy. Brought to you by Ian J. Gallo Winery. One grand prize winner, $5,000 Visa gift card. Legal residents of the U.S., excluding Utah. It does include D.C., ages 21 and older. It's another one and done. This one's running from March 1st through June 30th. So go ahead and enter that one. A lot of good one and dones lately. Coming up next, and rounding up, we'll call it, we're going to call it the top three from here on in. For today's episode, the Casamigos FIFA World Cup 2026 matchup sweepstakes. I believe George Clooney is part owner of Casamigos, if I'm not mistaken. If I am mistaken, sweepstakespodcast@gmail.com. Feel free to correct me. So they're going to award multiple prizes, including a grand prize trip to the FIFA World Cup 2026 final and several other national and regional prizes. So the grand prize winner is going to get, this one's right up my alley. I would take my cousin, absolutely. And what do you know? It's another one and done. 2 tickets to the FIFA World Cup 2026 final match in New York City, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Round trip airfare for 2. Wouldn't need there. I would just drive there. Thank you. 3 days and 2 nights hotel accommodations. Yes, please. A merchandise gift basket. Yup. Would love that. $1,000 e-gift card. That's a fantastic grand prize. Retail value just on the grand prize, $17,650. So do the math. With hotel for a couple days, round trip, $1,000 gift card, merchandise gift basket is probably nice, but probably not over $1,000. Now you know how much tickets to the World Cup are. These are like probably $7,000, $6,000 a piece. First prize, 50 winners, Casamigos and FIFA World Cup watch party kit, including decorations, bucket, bandana, flag, and garnish skewer. Second prize, 2 winners, limited edition Casamigos and FIFA World Cup souvenir gift bag. And then regional prizes, they're going to have 3 winners. Georgia prize, 2 tickets to the semifinal match in Atlanta. Kansas prize, 2 tickets to the quarterfinal match in Kansas City. Massachusetts prize, 2 tickets to the quarterfinal match in Boston/Foxborough. Brought to you by Diego Americas Inc., legal residents of the United States and D.C., ages 21 or older. This one started March 2nd. This one is ending July 19th. And again, one and done, super easy. Get your entries in, and who knows, maybe you end up going to the World Cup. Even if you're not a soccer fan, I mean, this is akin to, you know, we as Americans, the Super Bowl is like a bucket list item. Again, if you're not a fan of soccer, you only have to imagine this is like the Super Bowl of soccer, but it only happens every 4 years, whereas the Super Bowl is every 1 year. So just for the atmosphere and the thrill of it, if you win, I think you would have a great time if you were able to go and just experience the energy and everything that has to do with World Cup soccer. So good luck to you if you've entered that one. To be honest, I really want to win that one, so we'll see what happens. Coming up, number 2, the Finnish Top Chef and Bosch sweepstakes. I really like this one because, as weird as it sounds, and it's going to be really odd, I freaking love appliances, especially nice ones. And Bosch makes really great stuff. Not only when it comes to appliances, they're big in the automotive industry. I mean, they know how to make stuff. They're basically doing a complete kitchen upgrade. Now, to be fair, I did recently, within like the last 2 years, just buy a dishwasher because ours conked out. And thank goodness we switched it when we did, because we noticed there was a leak and it was in the bottom of the pan. And if we kept using it, there would have been water all over the place, which is not something I want to go through again in my house, especially with an appliance again in my house. But they are giving away a Bosch. And if you have time, go to Bosch's website and check out these appliances. Again, big weirdo here, but like whenever I walk through a place like a Best Buy or something, I always walk by the appliance section. I don't know why. I love new appliances. Okay, Bosch 800 series refrigerator. Check this out on their website. 800 series refrigerator, Bosch 800 series dishwasher, Bosch range and hood, and then $5,000 in cash. So you could use the cash as a little bit of offset for the prizes, and you could use the rest of the money to have someone come install like the hood and do like all the venting systems if you don't really have it. Like, this is the perfect setup. If you have an old kitchen or you need to like redo your kitchen, you have no excuse. They're even giving you money to get stuff done that you would normally have to come pay out of pocket for. This is a total no-brainer. $16,300 worth of prizes, open to legal residents in the U.S. and D.C., ages 18 and older. Start date was last month on March 1st. This one runs all the way through June 30th. And again, another fantastic one and done. Have we even hit a daily? I didn't even notice when I was putting this list together. I don't think was there a single daily there? If there was, I haven't, you know what? Let's go backwards. Casamigos, one and done. Barefoot Wines, one and done. San Antonio, one and done. Jets, it don't matter. Steakum, one and done. Viking, one and done. Cinch Pizza Oven, one and done. National Bike Giveaway, one and done. Oreo, one and done. And the McDavid thing was a one and done. Holy cow, yeah. All one and dones. Look at this. So you can enter, after you listen to the podcast, go to, if you haven't entered any of these, go through the list, click through, use your Chrome autofill. You can enter every single one in about 4 minutes. Super easy. Drum roll. I don't have a drum roll. We'll just say number 1, the Ford Drive Them Home sweepstakes. They're going to give entrants a chance to win Ford vehicles and exclusive Major League Baseball travel experiences simply by selecting your favorite Major League Baseball team. Grand prize, 2 total, 1 per entry period. Winners can choose one of the following: a 2026 Ford F-150 Lariat, a 2026 Ford Expedition Platinum, really like that one, a 2026 Ford Bronco Badlands. If I had to make my choice, would I retire my truck and get an F-150 or replace a SUV? You know what? I'd probably go with the F-150 Lariat and get a brand spanking new truck and retire my truck. Entry period number 1. There's going to be 2 winners. Trip for 2 to Philadelphia. Tickets to the 2026 Major League Baseball All-Star Game. That sounds sweet. 3-night hotel stay and flights. $750 gift card. A retail value of $3,600 each. Entry period 2. A trip for 2 to Game 1 of the 2026 World Series. 2-night hotel stay and flights. $500 gift card. Total ARV, if you wrap everything together, everything that they have going on, $170,490 worth of prizes brought to you by the Ford Motor Company. Oh, and look at that. It's a one and done. This started March 23rd. This one goes for a while, so they won't be finished until October 12th, but it is open to legal residents of the U.S. and D.C. ages 18 and older. So that's it, folks. A whole bunch of one and dones. Unbelievable. I got my music playing in the background because I usually set it for like 36 minutes or so, but I'm going to take off the music. I'm going to do a proper outro. And I hope you can't tell too much because I change this in post-production, but I have my outro music usually set to like 35 or 38 minutes. And I'll be talking, and I'll be looking at my screen. And then all of a sudden, I'll hear my outro music playing and say to myself, whoops, you went a little too long. And I was going to end the show right then and there. But I want to do a proper outro and just say thank you. This is episode 50. This started and continues to be a passion project with no money involved. I do it for folks who maybe don't have a sweepstakes group. Maybe you're a little more introverted. Maybe you don't like discussing or having people know that you do sweepstakes. And that's cool. That's going to be a secret between you and I. I hope you find the podcast helpful, or maybe if you get even one giggle out of it, it's totally worth it. But who knows? I'm going to keep doing it because I like doing it. And we even run into surprises like who the heck would have known that every single one of these sweepstakes that I had on the list today, which was 12 or 13, I wanted to do all of them. So who cares? If you take out the ones that are expired, it probably is a proper top 10, but I'm not going to count it now. But I hope you get a little bit out of it. And the thing that I mentioned with the hunting trip with the person who got blasted online, I get it. It is America. You have every right to say your piece and say what you don't like. And it is what it is. I'm not here to change any minds, but you have an opinion. But if I would suggest something, and I'm not telling you to do it, just a suggestion, do everything in life with a little bit of kindness. Doesn't matter if you're responding to someone online or just going about your daily life. Be kind to one another. And with that, I will now do the proper outro after thanking you for being around for 50 episodes. If you're new to the podcast, yeah, you could always go back and listen to them, but I wouldn't try to enter the contest on the old ones because they're probably expired. But thank you so much for listening and subscribing to the podcast. We did hit 100 subscribers on YouTube last month, so I'm happy with that. This has been episode 50 of Official Rules, a sweepstakes podcast. I'm your host, Jay Victor. Thanks for listening. Be kind to one another. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
This has been a Father and Son production.